Welcome to Tiger TV Live. We have some boys varsity soccer action here today, and we've had a rough time of getting started, I'll tell you that much. Streamlabs, the app that we normally use for running our streams, just an app that can connect to YouTube and go live through that, was not working today for whatever reason, so we are streaming directly through the YouTube app, which among other things means no access to the scoreboard today, so I'll just be repeating that quite a few times. So we started about 8 minutes late, and in that time, just a couple minutes in, Charlie Hall managed to bag a goal to give the Tigers a 1-0 lead. So again, sorry we missed that. The issue seems to be, and if you check the Tiger TV Live channel, you will notice this, that for whatever reason, when I try to go live, it just scheduled the broadcast rather than started it, and what I saw when I attempted to go live was just stuck on a loading screen and remained that way anytime I tried it, so really hoping that's not a long-term issue, because that is not ideal. I've definitely loved using Streamlabs for stuff like this, but luckily this is a backup. You weren't always able to, you have been able to stream live on YouTube before, but the issue we were faced with the first time we tried it is that you couldn't film horizontally. You had to film vertically if you're going off the phone. Luckily now we have access to horizontal filming. But open for a good game today. Of course, the Tigers already have the lead in this one. I should mention, I don't know if I have mentioned, this is a playoff game. There's a good attempt from Miles Green. I think it was probably a cross, but ends up hitting the frame of the goal right in the top right corner. So goal kick for the Rough Riders. And Miles Green taking it away. Nice ball over the top. Coquid on the end of it. It's Coquid to Xavier Bell. Swarmed by Rough Riders, and it's cleared. Back to Harrison. They'll have a go at goal. And kept out by the keeper. Miller. Back to Jonah Beers. Tigers going to reset. Cleared by Miller. Going to be a Roosevelt throw. Jacksonreed gonna quickly have it back with a free kick. It was Ifeanyi who was dispossessed, and then Tiger quickly chopped down. Free kick for the Tigers, gonna be indirect, and they'll take it short, keep their men outside the box, but won't pay out, or won't pay off as they lose possession. But nothing doing in that for Rose. It's Christensen. Back into the middle of Charlie Hall. Rose player goes over, and free kick will go the other way. It was number 14, Archabona. Ooh, pause. To the Tigers back line where it's met by Miller. Roosevelt going to keep it moving. Ifeanyi trying to breach the back line again. Again, it went back to Rose, but now the Tigers are going to get it back. In the regular season, these teams played to a 3-1 Tiger win. Tigers will maybe hoping for a similar result today. That said, the Tigers are the 1 seed, Roosevelt the 8 seed. That indicates that maybe this game should be a little bit more one-sided than that one was. That was a game that was played in Petworth, but here in Tenleytown, maybe the Tigers will have a bit more of an advantage. We'll see. That sent forward's going to be cleaned by Beers. Tigers doing a nice job moving around the back line. Maybe they'll try to spring out on the left. Christensen under pressure gonna move it forward, but it's then intercepted. A lot of room on that left side, but it's not a good first touch. Connor will take it away and then prod it forward. Back with the Rough Riders. Again, we'll try to breach the line, and again, Jonah Beers making sure you can lay his claim on that. Once again, sorry about the lack of a scoreboard today. Tigers lead 1-0 after an early goal by Charlie Hall, which, again, was not caught on camera when we were still dealing with our technical difficulties. Not often I say technical difficulties when I'm just lying and something was actually my fault, but this time it wasn't. It was the fault of Streamlabs, and I really hope that the issue we were faced with is not permanent. Tigers with successive throws down the right side. Miles Green fighting Charlie Hall is gonna back himself deeper into the corner. Where's Mejia to Harrison? He's gonna find Green in the box, and he'll have to take it back out to the corner, and he'll win a throw. That was Tony Sorayas making the tackle. Just throw from Miller. Still in the box. That's cleared off the line. And now out of the box, but it will stay with the Tigers. Looking for Bell up front. He goes down. That's a penalty. Number 4 protesting his innocence. But Xavier Bell sent it right to the ground. And there's a man down for Roosevelt. Number 18, Minor Sulukui. And it's going to be Charlie Hall on this. Coach Jean-Claude said it right away. As soon as that penalty call was given, you wanted Charlie Hall on this. And this would be his second of the day if he converts. Going up against Jeffrey Paris Ariana. Here's Charlie Hall. Send him the wrong way, and he'll put in the back of the net. Tigers lead 2-0. Cool as you like from Charlie Hall, the McAllister College commit. Tigers are up 2, and they are cruising here in this DCIAA quarterfinal. Tell you what, I'm thinking I'm gonna use the chat feature in this stream to give you guys score updates. Because, yeah, again, apologies for the lack of a scoreboard overlaid on the stream, which we normally have. Rough Riders trying to go on the attack. Miller able to easily pick that one off. Ooh, that's another very good move by Christensen. And now it's down the line to Coquit. And he's fouled. Again, no, it is a different Rough Rider, not the one who gave away the penalty. Time was number 9, Christopher Contreras. And Escobar will take this free kick from the left side. Here it is from Joshua Escobar. Front side bell! Kept out and then goes over the bar. Very close, and the Tigers are going to have a corner. Ooh, right in front of goal, kind of getting in there, but couldn't get it on target. These last 2 set pieces have been very solid. And hopefully there's a goal coming from either the corner flag or from a free kick on that far side. About 21 minutes to play in the first half. Tigers up 2. Here's Coquit. Left side trying to cut in. Coquit. It's him again. The freshman's going to lay it off to Charlie Hall, looking for his third, but it's not on target. Beers will lay claim to that one. Green tried to push it up the field by himself. He's dispossessed, but Hall will come back for that. Let's give him back to Beers. And they'll switch to the left side of the defensive now, try to go through the middle. Routed forward by Harrison. Falls very neatly for Lewis Coquit. He's in on goal, and he'll score a goal. 3-0, the Tigers lead. Lewis Coquit making it 3-0, the freshman. Sorry, that was Jaden Munoz Mejia with the ball forward. It's some ball forward that was. Falls perfectly for him, and he takes a very good touch for making a very good shot. Tigers lead 3-0. Christensen. Back to Escobar. Now Buenos Mejia fresh off that assist. Certainly happy to keep this one at the back. Tigers already matching the tally they achieved against Roosevelt in the regular season. Now Christensen gonna play this one to Hall, who's gonna leave it for Buenos Mejia. They're gonna get out wide. Now it's played out for Tiger throw. Whiff trying to clear it. Now Cokewood's gonna take over. Try to play something into the box, just met by the keeper. Escobar will take it to the near side with Christensen. 18 minutes to play in the first. And the Tigers have dominated so far. Harrison flicked it forward. Hall nearly on the end of it, but didn't find him. Good shielding by the Roosevelt backline. Kofi Spilasi-Ba for the Cokewood, who tried to cut in. It's taken off him. Then possession switches back and forth a couple times in midfield. Buenos Mejia himself will be dispossessed by Ifeanyi. He's going to get it out to the left. Trying to breach the back line, but the left back Christensen cutting it off. Cokewood. That's Escobar. Green played through, and he can play it into the middle. It's going to fall for Harrison, but it's kept out. Pretty much perfect ball from Miles Green into the middle. He has stepped up in a big way this year. But Harrison, I think, definitely the right idea. Could have used a little more power. Tigers just gonna maintain it in their own half for getting it forward to Charlie Hall. Spilasi-Ba found in space, and they'll try to breach the back line. Harrison's the target. Got beyond anyone and collected by the keeper. Just a reminder, it's 3-0 Jacksonreed. 15 to play. Rough Riders gonna use a sub before they resume play. Harrison, good hold-up play. Harrison, Charlie Hall letting a lot of Tigers get forward, and Harrison's going to take this all the way back to his own half. Now it's played to Miller. Escobar to Hall. Right off for Christensen. He's going to cross in the middle. It's met by the head of Charlie Hall. That one's cleaned by the keeper, who I don't believe is wearing a jersey, by the way. Just a fully black shirt. And power to him. Rough Rider throw. Fun fact, if you look up Theodore Roosevelt on Max Preps, about half of the schools mentioned have the nickname Rough Riders. And I can't say I blame him. I think you might as well make use of Theodore Roosevelt's pretty awesome nickname. And I don't know if it was a nickname. I think it was just like a groupie ad or something. They did something cool, probably. I do not remember. Good control by Coquit. Smoothness here. And Green trying to get it down the line. Instead, they'll be forced into the middle. They were keeping a firm hold of possession. But that was intercepted, and the Rough Riders going to have a bit of hold-up play. Let more of their teammates go forward. Here's Ifeani. Back with the Tigers. Kofi Spilasi-Ba. And no Tigers on the end of that. Rough Rider throw. Mehia and Spilasi-Ba combined to win that back, and that's a good ball to Charlie Hall from Spilasi-Ba. Beating the fullback up the right side, and he'll try to put it into the middle, deflected out for a corner. By the way, one thing I'd like to say, we are, firmly starting a playoff season for soccer. Of course, it's DCIAA first, then DCSAA. Which means we'll have a good run of games ahead of us, but the peak of soccer playoff season is DCIAA championship at Dunbar's. That's a good ball in the middle, but it's cleared. Wayne's Tigers possession with a throw. And this boys soccer team did not make it last year, but they are favorites to make it again as the number one seed, having lost 0 games in conference play. Should throw for Miller. Spilasi-Ba got to head to it, but claimed by the keeper. As for who the Tigers are favored to play coming up, all right. Sorry, it just took me a second to get that up. They are favored to play the winner of School Without Walls and whoever the number 5 team is, because the playoff picture I'm looking at has the number 5 seed cut off. Uh, if I had to guess, I think. Nah, I don't think it's Cardozo. Could be Banneker. Anyways, here's Charlie Hall, tackled for a corner. But yeah, obviously, if School Without Walls win that game, which is currently being played at the RFK Fields, we will be hosting them on Monday. And School Without Walls, of course, always certainly always a rivalry match. I don't know if it's always a good match necessarily. Tigers generally have their way with School Without Walls, especially when it comes to the boys' games. That's a good ball into the middle. It's cleared. Hall. It's time to take it on himself. And that's in the back. Yes, it is. That's the back of the net. And that is a hat trick for Charlie Hall. Tigers lead 4-0. 3 of those goals bagged by Charlie Hall, the McAllister College commit. And he can take them from tight angles. And just wasn't being pressed. So he attacked the goal, going right up against the byline, took it on himself, and now the Tigers lead 4-0. It's given away. But Elijah Redamosa, new into the game, taking it back. That has intercepted. Splashy ball across for it, but unable to get it forward to Charlie Hall. So going back to the playoff picture, favorite to face the Tigers in the final would probably be Coolidge. The team the Tigers beat 1-0 on 5th Street. And of course, Coolidge, the reigning BCI AA champions. Quite a move by Hall, but little too heavy touch. And looks like Roosevelt's going to end with possession, but taken away by Escobar. It's back to him. He'll take it on. It's over the bar. Good attempt by Escobar. But hard to keep those down. You take them on first time. Yeah, the School Without Walls boys soccer team's taking on Banneker, so that is the matchup that will determine who the Tigers face in the next round on Monday at the DCIAA semifinals. And another thing I'd like to point out is that game is their homecoming. They don't have a football team, and their I guess soccer season, regular season ends a little too early for it to be their homecoming. So, there's plenty to say about School Without Walls, but, there you go. Reigns 4-0, 5 minutes to play in the first half. Tigers team has a couple inactives, significant inactives today. I think some of them are just being arrested in preparation of future important playoff games. That free kick was claimed by Beers. Among them, Alex Nagnostopoulos, Eli Ferris, Paxton Sand. Some guys the Tigers could certainly use in future days and weeks. Cokewood taking that one back, and he'll take it on. It's blocked. Might fall for Charlie Hall, looking for a fourth. He'll get it off, but not on target. Goal kick. Miller gonna leave it for Heineman. It's like the Tigers gonna. Well, I was gonna say it looks like they're gonna take it easy into the half, but attempt to go forward there. There's another clean by Beers. Hasn't had all that much to do in the way of saves, but he's definitely made some good plays today, coming out, claiming balls as his own. Munoz Mejia over the top, looking for Neskovic. Won't find him, but now it's back to Munoz Mejia. And Neskovic going to take that one away. Good clean tackle by Ifeani. Miller missed that, but Renamosa has got him backed up. But we'll go back to Roosevelt. Better one that Beers is out for. Had to get physical that time. One the striker for Roosevelt going in for it as well. Inside 2 minutes. Play here in the first half. Fidele. And it's taken off of him. Good control off the chest for Heineman. But we'll switch back to the Rough Riders. Inside a minute to play on the first. Escobar through to Renamosa. Keeper trying to get Roosevelt one more chance on the half. A good tackle by Spalasi Ba. Renamosa gets back to him and he goes down. Free kick. Tigers are looking at a fifth before the half. Good attempt looking for the bottom right corner. Could use a little more speed. that'll do it for the first half. Tigers lead 4-0 over the Roosevelt Rough Riders here in the DCI AA quarterfinal. Welcome back to Tiger TV Live. About to get the second half underway. Tigers up 4-0 over the Roosevelt Rough Riders. Charlie Hall getting himself a first half hat trick. And the Tigers are cruising to an appearance in DCIAA semifinals for the probably a bunch of years from now. I don't know how many exactly. They win in the semifinal on Monday. It would be the first year in a row that they have made the DCIAA championship, having lost that semi last year to Bell. Yeah, there's a needless foul there. Free kick for the Tigers, which they take quick. Fidele. Back to Heineman. Christensen, he switched sides. Was the left back in the first, right back here to start the second. So we'll stay here on the near side. Blocked by Escobar. Remains with the Rough Riders, unable to reach the line. Miller will play it to Munoz Mejia. He'll take it back the other way before playing it to the left side. Beers will pass that to Christensen. Munoz Mejia. Escobar. Good touch before he finds Fidele. See what the Tigers can do on the left. Redamosa. Cycle back to the center backs. And then given away. Good clearance by Miller. Here's Arita getting past Harrison now, trying to get past Hall and play it to a man in the middle. But another unsuccessful through ball that is intercepted by Miller. Now Escobar playing to the left side. Escobar to Harrison. Munoz Mejia, track back. Christensen, one-on-one in possession. Chill win as he gets it back to Heineman. That's given away. Then losing his balance was that Rough Rider, but they'll try to keep it going. Given away and taken on, but just off target. It was number 13, Aguirre Hernandez. That's a second sloppy pass at the back line that the Tigers really didn't need to do. And that time they nearly paid the price. Maybe should have paid the price. Looking for Hall through the middle. Bring it down. Charlie Hall for number 4. We'll play it over the bar. Charlie Hall already scored a hat trick. Completed in the first half. Yeah, could have had another there, but just got the finish wrong. Off the Federal. Forward met by Miller. Roosevelt still looking for something positive. Here's Arita. Look for a runner on the right. Forced to look back to the middle. Hold on to possession all the while. Good tackle by Munoz Mejia. Harrison cuts in, looking for Hall at the wings. And now Hall's in space with that fullback out of position. He'll cut in. He'll take it on. Keeper stretch to make the save. Back to Harrison. Again, the keeper keeps it out. That's Jeffrey Parasoriana. Making a very good save to deny Charlie Hall, and then stood his ground on the second attempt from Harrison. This one might be on for the Rough Riders, but that's not a good attempt. Number 13, Guerrero Hernandez. Taken away by Redamosa, but Tigers won't go on the attack. And Arita was forward for Roosevelt. Switch to the right side. Met by Escobar. Now maybe a chance for a Tiger counter as Escobar is going to boot that one way forward. Great ball to Charlie Hall in space. Potentially for Hall. It's cleared straight to Munoz Mejia. And now Koch's left side. Coquid, sorry. Had to go on goal. Deflected for a corner. Here's the corner from Christensen. Might be met by Miller, but it's over the bar. Great positioning, but couldn't keep the header down. When you meet it with the top of your head, that's where it's always likely to go, over the bar. Balls for Miller. Ball by Genevieve to Lucas Harrison. Very lofty ball forward and not really near any Tiger. Playing by the keeper. Roosevelt lose it. Tiger throw. Charlie Hall gonna swing this one into the middle. Maybe Cokewood with the run, but just not on target. Got everything else about that right, but yeah. Looked like that one was headed for the back of the net, but Cokewood just couldn't steer into the back of the net, and we're gonna have a sub here between the sticks for Jacksonreed. Jonah Beers had a solid day, and he'll be replaced for the final half hour by Nacho Echeverria. "11 minutes into the second half. Harrison out wide to Cokewood. Now it's back to Harrison. Taken away by the Rough Riders. But again, it'll go back the way of Jacksonreed. Mia trying to get it out wide. Arita looking for a man up top, and it's great ball to the right. Leadman header from Heineman will help the Tigers to get it away from danger. And into a counterattack. Harrison, he's got a runner either side of him. He goes left with Cokewood into the middle, but just met by the keeper. Hall cuts in. Hall takes it on, looking for the top left corner, but just a bit off target. And apparently that ball has seen its final minutes. Asking for a ball change, and now Roosevelt can take the goal kick. Heineman cutting it off. Gray shield, and Echeverria can't pick it up. They'll still try to go forward. That's a very good touch by Cokewood, and a lot of Tigers numbers. Harrison tries it on his left. Got that by the keeper. Now he's going to play a hopeful ball forward. That comes out off of number 6, Manuel Arita. As Luka Neskovic is going to come back onto the field, replacing Lewis Cokewood. Ball forward, cleared off the back line. And was Mejia fouled as he entered that 1v2 between number 10, Sonte, and number 6, Arita. Colquitt to Neskovich, so Colquitt did stay on the pitch. He's just over at right wing rather than left. Ooh. Nearly a good play for the Tigers there, but it's cleared. For DeSante, but he's beaten by Miller. And Miller's going to win a free kick. Tigers lead 4-0. Got all 4 in the first half. 3 of them from Charlie Hall, the McAllister College commit. There's Colquitt looking for a good ball through the middle, and it's cleared for a corner. Harrison and Fidele both could have gotten there and put it in the back of the net. So that'll be a corner. In swing from Harrison. It's cleared. West Mejia for to Harrison. You can try another one into the middle. Harrison might fall for Christensen. He'll take it on first try, and it's off the crossbar, having been saved. Tell me what, I saw him setting up, and those don't often pan out first time, but that came very close. Forced a very good save out of the keeper. And even after that, still almost went in. That was a good attempt by Nico Christensen. About 23 minutes to play. Tigers certainly well on their way into the DCI AA semifinal game that will also be hosted here. They will play the winner of School Without Walls and Banneker, the battle of the magnet schools, currently being decided at RFK Fields. I'd give you a score update if I had one, but afraid not. Want to play some possession-based soccer. Flying in there was number 13, Aguirre Hernandez. That's actually going to be fouled against Jacksonreed. Setting up a free kick for the Rough Riders. Free kick to be taken by one of the captains, Manuel Rita. Echeverria lays claim to that, makes the catch. Yeah, I'll tell you what, this second half compared to the first been a little uneventful. Neskovich, good pass to Colquitt. Colquitt dispossessed. And now a whistle. Free kick Rough Riders. Once again, sorry for the lack of overlaid scoreboard. As a reminder, it is 4-0 to Jacksonreed. I explained it earlier. The app we use, Streamlabs, to stream stuff to YouTube, has some sort of issue today. So instead we are streaming directly through the YouTube app. Colquitt going down, no foul. But it'll come in after the fact, but it looks like it won't be a penalty. It'll be a free kick right on the edge of the box. Maybe not right on the edge, actually about a foot or two out of it. Lucas Harrison and Liam Miller, the two standing over this. Going to be the... Yeah, it's going to be Lucas Harrison to take this one on. Short on his left foot from Munoz Mejia. Locked. Right back out to Harrison. He'll cut in and play the cross. It's cleared. Down the line to Munoz Mejia. On for Harrison, maybe it's cleared. Yet another corner. Now two subs for the Tigers. Kofi Spilasi back into it. And making his first appearance of the game is Owen Patel. They replace Liam Miller and Joshua Escobar. Here it is. In from Harrison. Maybe not in. That was definitely way too much power on that. So a throw for Roosevelt. Good tackle by Hahnemann on Aguirre Hernandez. And here is Aguirre Hernandez again. Be a free kick. It's not deemed to be cleaned by Elijah Redamosa there deep in the corner. Back the way of Zerahun. That's intercepted by Coquit. And Coquit going to play it forward to Harrison. A lot of potential in this counter. Harrison will take it on. It's over the bar. Goal kick. Neskovich space and time, but he's closed down. Good block for it. He took that one on. Free kick Rose. And yeah, it's a weak attempt towards the goal by number 10, Sante. Redamosa tried to leave it, it's given away. Another good looking counter for Rose, but some miscues in there. But it is back to Arita. And again, Rose unable to do anything with that. Tigers look so much more potent on the counter. And maybe they can get something here. Good ball forward to Coquit. It's on for Lewis Coquit, but just puts it wide. Right idea, but unable to convert. Left back Ritamosa taking this one forward. And will ultimately come off Ritamosa for goal kick. Coach Jean-Claude barking some instructions at the Tigers players. Trying to reshape them. I think maybe to be a little more defensive. Not that really matters at this stage. 13 to play. Cokewood's pass is intercepted. Met by that of Christensen, but just be a Roosevelt throw. It's hoping to have to play. Good movement there by Harrison. Once again, Tigers lead 4-0, as they did at the half. Almost 30 minutes have gone by, no scores by either team in that time. Splashy ball looking for Neskevich through the middle. It's picked off and cleared. Front, that'll be a goal kick. Cleared by Patel. Number 8 for the Rough Riders to take the throw. This could be it for the Rough Riders season. I think with the BC State playoff format for soccer, I think normally only having one division rather than two for football and basketball. That's a good move by Swazi Ba. So I'll come back to that. Harrison cuts in, takes it on, it's blocked. And now it's back to Kofi Spalasi Ba, who goes down. I'll have a go at goal, but it's not going to matter. That's a penalty. Now the Tigers can make it 5. And the winner of the penalty is going to be the taker, Kofi Spalasi Ba. And I think what I heard from the Tigers sideline is that he's never scored. This could be his first varsity goal for Kofi Spalasi Ba, potentially. Oh. Never mind. This is going to be Sam Heineman. All right, so Sam Heineman, I think for his first goal. And he'll get it. Tigers lead 5-0. Heineman will wheel away towards the corner. And the Tigers lead 5-0. That was their second penalty of the day. Sam Heineman getting on the score sheet for the first time. And with a little under 10 to play, Tigers lead 5-0. So, as I was saying, I think this could potentially be it for Roosevelt. Them in the 8th seed in DCIAA, I think they're probably not going to make the state playoffs. Their record currently is 2-7-1. Yeah, and their record definitely speaks for itself. Got some wins over teams that you could maybe consider to be the bottom feeders in DCIAA, such as McKinley Tech, and actually only a draw against MacArthur. Got a solid win over Banneker, but otherwise mostly losses in here. Definitely not their most threatening year in the DCIAA. They've definitely had better years in the past. Coquit finding Christensen. Gonna leave it for Splashy Ba. Now it's Coquit. Crossing into the middle. Met by one of the center backs. Not fully cleared. Munis Mejia swinging on it. Then cleared. This is gonna be a netter penalty. Munis Mejia chopped down. And sparks from the Tigers sideline is for Luka Neskovic to be able to take this one. Getting some seniors on the score sheet. And actually, no, it's not going to be Luka Neskovic. This one's going to be taken by Nacho Echeverria. Last week at senior night, we saw Jonah Beers get his first, or at least I believe his first goal for the Tigers. But now it's going to be the junior goalkeeper, Nacho Echeverria. Let's potentially get his first for the Tigers to make it 6-0. Here is Nacho Echeverria. Tigers already converted 2 penalties tonight. Can Oriana make a stop? Or will the Tigers get another? They will! That's a heck of a penalty from Nacho Echeverria. Fire that one right down the middle. 6-0 the Tigers lead, and it's the keeper, Echeverria, to make it 6-0 from the spot. That Roosevelt keeper is not a happy man. This is definitely a nasty way to go out for the Rough Riders. As I said, only lost 3-1 in this fixture in the regular season over in Petworth. But here in Tenleytown, they are going down hard. 6-0, the Tigers lead. Moved by Christensen. He's had a very good shift today. It's for to Harrison, but he won't keep him in play. Yeah, but Nico Christensen has played, I think, almost all of this game. We've had a definitely good view of him, having started as the left back and then moving to the right back position on the other side of the half, meaning he's been on the near side the whole game. Good tackle, but it is a Roosevelt throw. They'll give it away. Harrison. Through to Coquit. Too heavy a touch. So this will be a Tiger throw. Who's Harrison to take? No, never mind. I'll leave it for Christensen. Coco will leave it for Christensen to play in the box, but it's too heavy. And now trail out for a Rose throw. Harrison. Good ball to Coquit. And Coquit trying to put out in the box. Along the ground, he'll win a corner. Comes off of Ezreal Zerhun. In case it seems like I'm being a little quiet for parts of this, I'm trying hard to see if I can find a final score for the School Without Walls Banneker game. None to be found, as often is the case for high school soccer. There aren't exactly live updates. But again, the winner of that game will travel here on Monday for the semifinal. The DCIAA Championship is to be played on Wednesday, the 29th. Harrison into the middle. Good. All right. Roosevelt will, in fact, get it clear. Good tackle by Munis Mejia for a Rough Rider throw. Yeah, and as I was saying, semifinal on Monday, city championship on Wednesday, which again, game the Tigers did not make last year, but as the number 1 seed and as definitely the most informed team in the DCIAA, they are very much favorites to make it back. That's a great ball to Lewis Coquit. Coquit will take it on himself. Kept out. Good ball to the left side, but it is cleared. Under 3 minutes to play. Tigers lead 6-0. They got 4-0 at the half. Half their goals are from penalties, and also half the goals from Charlie Hall, though one of his was a penalty. Offside. Free kick for the Rough Riders. in the last 2 minutes. Job certainly is done and has been done for quite some time. But still, 2 minutes of soccer yet to be played before the Tigers can start preparing for the DCIAA semifinal where they fell last year at the hands of Bell. Though they will not be playing Bell this time, nor will they be playing the city champions Coolidge. Good chance they'd play either of them in the championship. Coolidge are the number 2 seed this time around. Bell the number 3. Of course, the Tigers number 1. And yeah, last year it seemed like something was. Ooh, that's an illegal throw by Harrison. It seemed like something was missing from this Tigers team last year. And even with that taken into consideration, they still lost quite a few good seniors, such as Quinn McNerney, Max Fodder, both of them now playing college soccer. And it seemed like things could potentially go from bad to worse for the Tigers this year, but that has been anything but the case. So there's a tug in there, free kick. This has been a great year for Tigers boys soccer. Some very big wins. Of course, the main one being the 1-0 win over St. Albans, team that destroyed them on 2 occasions last year. But last year unable to get the job done in the DCIAA semifinal, ended a very long streak of championship appearances. But the Tigers are back to winning ways. The expectation for this team, as it is with most Tiger sports, is to always win the city championship. And they've completed step 1 and have done so very easily. The Tigers win 6-0 over the Roosevelt Rough Riders. And I think for Roosevelt, that's their season done. But for the Tigers, it'll go on for some time. 1 down, 2 to go for the Tigers to reclaim their DCIAA championship crown. They will play the winner of Banneker and School Without Walls. And I think that's actually a result that's already been decided, but can't find a final score anywhere. I'll give it one more try, though. Yeah, but following that, the Tigers, assuming they dispatch the winner of that game in the semifinal, which will be, again, played here on Monday, they will go back to the DCIAA City Championship for the first time since 2023 at Dunbar High School, where they are probably expected to face either the reigning DCIAA champions Coolidge, who are the number 2 seed, or the number 3 seed Bell, who are probably their biggest rival in the DCIAA, team that the Tigers beat on penalties to win the 2023 city title. Yeah, I gave it one more try. I don't know who won between Walls and Banneker, but we'll know soon enough. Winner of that game will be here on Monday. Meanwhile, for girls soccer, of course, it's their playoffs too. They're pretty much a lock to make the city championship, for being honest, and also pretty much a lock to play against School Without Walls. So make sure you stay tuned for that next Wednesday. As for us on Tiger TV Live, make sure you stay tuned. Saturday, we got the homecoming game, the Tigers taking on the Coolidge Colts, and what will go down as a football game. A good football game? Probably not. Jacksonreed victory? Highly unlikely. But it will go down as a football game. That'll do it from us here at Tiger TV Live. For all of us here on the channel, I'm Samuel Biggie, signing off.